The Edmond.
What is up, everybody? What is up?
What's up, y'all?
What's up? We are glad to be with you guys another week. Hey, another week.
Another week down.
We do really thank you guys for joining us, guys. Again, for those who are new and to our podcast, you can find us at Apple Podcasts, Instagram, YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, again, and much more. We usually post the links throughout the week so you guys can just click the links and, find us. And that's how we do it here. And we also thank everybody that's been riding with us, our supporters, the
Every
people that's
single
just
week.
been right there, babes. Right
Every
there.
single week.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, guys, everybody know what day it is. Everybody know what day it is. What day it is, babe?
Veterans Day.
It is Veterans Day. We want to say happy Veterans Day to all our veterans out there. Thank you for fighting for this country. Thank you.
It's so many of y'all that I know personally. Happy Veterans Day. For the ones of you who finally got out, did your job and finally got out, and for the ones of you that's continuing to go further and further, happy Veterans Day to you.
To the ones that fought for our country. Matter of fact, that song that you guys, it looked like a lot of you guys liked it. That was from Life Jennings. It's called Hero, off of his new album. Man, I thought that was a good song to play. I used to listen to that. Well,
it was a nice song.
I'm talking about I used to listen to that song.
Like you about 50 years old.
The song only been out for probably about a year now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something that came out like early 2000, back in his Must Be Nice days. Okay.
No, that's a new album. Boom, new album. Shoot. Also, like, again, if you guys want to give a shout out to anybody, anybody that you know that's a veteran, you can give us a call. You can call in and, give a shout out to them. Again, the number is 205-851-0185. Guys, that's what I need you to do. If you're on this live right now, what I need you guys to do is I need you to like it. Then I need you to share it. Like it and share it. And then go to all our social medias and subscribe, like and share everything. That's what we need you guys to do, right, babes?
Yep.
Right. I don't think he was in the mic. They couldn't even hear you.
Oh, I say yep.
But again, thanks again to all our veterans. Thank you again. We can't thank you enough
for serving this country.
Because you guys fight that America is able to be a free country. When you go out to all those other countries and stuff like that, sometimes we think, in our personal life, we think we got it bad. But if you go out, or even if you we got internet now, we got the world at our fingertips. If you just look into other people's lives and see what they deal with in their countries and stuff like that, you kind of think, you kind of grateful for not just your country, but your life. Some people, some people don't think about things like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't think about your problems. You go through problems. As a matter of fact, since we're talking about that, I know, especially through this pandemic, a lot of people been going through problems. And, we just want to give you guys a word of encouragement. When I first got into management, I started, I had to take a lot of, HR courses and stuff like that, little courses that they give you. And one course that I took was starting with the end goal in mind. And that's what business. That's what you always want to start with. What is your main purpose? What is your main purpose? Why are you doing this? What is the goal that you're trying to accomplish? In business, that's what you want to start with, so you can finish with that, so you can actually accomplish the goal. And a lot of us, we don't look at ourselves and we don't value ourselves a lot. And we have to value ourselves, and we have to think of ourselves as a business. Like we go to work and we work hard for other people and other people's business, but we don't work hard for ourselves and our personal lives. So guys, I need you to start working hard for yourself and in your personal life. I need you to start working hard for your goals. And a lot of the times, especially right now, we got a lot of people that's want to give up. And my encouragement to you guys is start with the end in mind. Whatever you going through, you like life. Nobody never said life is going to be easy. But I tell you this, if it's easy, it's not worth it. You see these people that win the lotto. You see some people that go to the NFL pros and stuff like that, and they lose all that money because they didn't they sometimes they didn't work hard for it. People that win the lotto, they didn't have to, sweat blood and tears for that. You know, and sometimes, and it just falls through their fingertip because they didn't know the hustle that they had to put behind that. So guys, sometimes easy isn't worth it, but hard is always worth it. So guys, whatever you going through, how you going to get through it is, I need you to put whatever goal that you're trying to accomplish, whatever dream that you have. One, I need you to wake up. I need you to wake up out of that dream and start making it a reality. And how you make it a reality is you need to keep it in your head. Whenever you're going through something, I need you to keep that goal, what you're trying to accomplish, in your head. If you're trying to put a roof over you and your children's head, man, I'm telling you, if you whatever you like, you trying to put a roof over you and your children's head, and things start to get hard, and you want to give up, you need to keep that in your head. Like, man, I'm trying to put a roof over me and my kids' head. I can't give up. If you're trying to buy a house, and if you're trying to, man, whatever you're trying to do, if you want to accomplish it, you got to start, and you got to continue, and you got to finish with the end goal in mind. What am I doing this for? Every time you wake up, you want to wake up with a why. Why am I doing this? If you don't wake up with a why, if you don't start with a why, if you don't continue with a why, then it's going to be easy to give up. It's going to be easy to give up and throw in the towel. All your haters and all them people, you're gonna prove them right. But I promise you, if you start with your goals in mind, if you finish with your goals in mind, then guess what, guys? You're going to win. You're going to win every time. And that's for my people that's going through stuff this morning, through this pandemic, through everything. I've been going through stuff, and I just got to, today was a rough day for me. And I had to think, like, man, what am I trying to accomplish? I'm trying to accomplish generational wealth. What am I trying to accomplish? And you gotta stick with that, man. And sometimes it's gonna be hard. I'm like, life is not easy, guys. Life is not easy. I'm gonna repeat that again for the people in the back. Life is not easy, but I guarantee you, if you keep on living, if you don't throw in the towel, it is worth it. It is worth it, and it is a reward. People that don't get rewarded, it's because they ain't work for it, guys. I'm telling you. I used to run track, and when track, like, you have to condition. You have to condition a lot, like, and the people that didn't pass condition, they didn't make the team. Like, they did not make the team. I'm telling you guys, life is a condition. Like, you're gonna go through some things. You're gonna want to give up. You're gonna throw up. You're gonna cry. You're gonna sweat. But guess what? If you don't give up, you're gonna make the team. I'm done with that, babes.
All
That was
right.
my little segment of encouragement. I think I just encouraged myself a little bit.
Okay.
Did you encourage yourself?
Yeah, that was very
I said, did you
encouraging.
encourage your babe?
That was
Is your
very
mic
encouraging.
working?
Yes, my mic is working.
Uh-uh.
Yes, it is. I can hear myself.
You can hear yourself?
Yep.
Oh, I can't hear you because I talk.
You can hear me now.
Oh, girl, I can hear you.
All right.
I'm sorry. um, Again, yeah, guys, I just felt good. That felt good to me. So again, let's go back. Let's go to again. If you want to if you want to talk to give a shout out to your veterans or anything, let's call in 205-851-0185. That's how we do it here. 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 Now, guys, our topic for the day. What is our topic for the day, babes?
Monogamy.
Monogamy. Ooh.
What are some of the things you're willing to compromise for monogamy?
Ooh, what are some of the things that you're willing to compromise for monogamy? And some of my people, what are some of the things that you're not willing to compromise for monogamy? That's a big question too. So again, guys, though that is a question that's up in the air, and if you want to answer that question, please call in 205-851-0185. The number, it is pinned in the comments. Mm-hmm. So guys, please call in and give your input on monogamy. For those who don't know what monogamy is like is basically committing a practice to being with just one person. Mm-hmm. One person, not two people, not three. We got to say that for this generation, especially this generation. You know what? I can't say just this generation. You know, this generation is exposed, but and the reason why this generation is exposed is because
they was doing it in Bible days.
Yeah, they was doing it in Bible days. Mm-hmm.
No, them old men was living for about 800 something years and had about 77 wives.
The reason why this generation is exposed is because of technology, social media, and stuff like that. That's why this generation is exposed. I think, you know, people been cheating on monogamy for years, but now when it's all in the open, it's exposed.
I think with this new generation, like monogamy, like the way they see it as like being controlled, and they don't want to just be tied down to one person.
Yeah,
they want to be able to. They want to be able to have their cake and eat it too. So that's when they end up in these poly relationships.
Babes, you gotta explain that. I don't know if you know how to explain that.
Explain
that's
what?
Saying to me, have your cake and eat it too. Because if I got a cake, I want to eat it.
So basically, what I'm saying is, it's like I know
what you're saying. I'm just explaining that and acknowledge because I never got it. Like if somebody give me a cake, I want to eat it. Amen. You don't want to eat your cake?
You know I don't like cake. Anywho.
You don't like cake?
I don't like
See,
cake.
I got a good woman. She don't like cake. I can give her cake and she ain't gonna eat it.
I don't like cake.
She ain't gonna eat the cake. Eat the cake, Adam. Eat the cake.
But yeah, I think that's just like you said, because they've been exposed. But I was like, you still want to be able to do you. I feel like it's like, oh no, you have to have a free thinking. Your free thinking is to automatically be with as many partners as you can. And just because you say, oh well, it's only going to be 2 extra partners, or it's going to be 3 extra partners outside of your regular partnership, they making it seem like it's okay, and it's not. It's not okay, because that's not how it's supposed to be.
You know what? I was listening to a live the other day, and you know, I really felt like we had to tackle this topic because, you know, it's everywhere now. Monogamy is everywhere. I think somebody asked the question, but monogamy is everywhere, and I've been hearing a lot of people talk about monogamy. And, you know, after we ask this question, I'm definitely going to tell you what I heard on a live stream about monogamy on someone live stream. Babes, you know, you can say the question.
In each of your opinion, after one cheats or steps out and things are worked out between the two, do you think that monogamy can truly be done or given anymore by either partner? I believe so, because I feel like it's like, not saying that it's right, but as you're going through like your healing process, you and your significant other, I feel like it's more of a wake up call for the both of you to work harder on what you have and to keep what you have.
Yeah, and you know, monogamy. Monogamy is big. A lot of people just think about monogamy and just being with one person, but when you think about monogamy, monogamy is a huge thing. Think about what people have to give up to accomplish monogamy. Think about the whole broad perspective. That means there's going to be some compromises and some sacrifices. And to answer that question, sacrifices, like, you know, sometimes, like, you know, when somebody steps out, you know, you like, and if you want to mend a relationship, it's going to be some compromises and sacrifices to mend that relationship, and that's a big part of monogamy. Compromising and sacrificing, and some people are not willing to compromise and sacrifice, and that's when monogamy gets hard if you're not willing to compromise and sacrifice. And for my people that just got on, monogamy is basically being with one person, like it committing to be with one person, practicing being with one person. You can tell, like I'm like this is my thing with the Bible. Like this is what I love about the Bible. You can, like, the Bible says God knows the heart of man, so you can tell. And I'm gonna tell you this too. I'm gonna go first. You know your heart too. So like people can say you in a monogamous relationship, and I will believe you, or I'll say okay, but monogamy is basically like between two people and basically one person. If you're messing around or not. So it's like that's monogamy, and I hope I answered that question. I think it's gonna take monogamy is full of compromises and sacrificing. When someone hurts somebody and step out, that's a big thing. And in order to mend that, it's going to be a lot of compromises and sacrificing it. You can't accomplish monogamy because that's what cheating is not what monogamy is all about, but compromising and sacrificing is what monogamy is all about. Did I answer that, babes?
Yeah, you need to practice finishing your sentences.
I know.
You start about 7 sentences. Go back and finish. I'm gonna need you to finish each sentence so that we can make sure we grasping everything that you're saying, because it's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Hey,
finish your sentences.
But babe, the beautiful thing about that is I be tying it all in together. I think.
Sometimes
Sometimes
I think you started like 77 sentences and can only remember the time 74 of them, and sometimes it's not the main sentence you started.
Let me tell you something.
Finish your sentences.
I had a long, hard day of work, and I ain't even gonna deal with this right now, woman.
Look, I'm just saying.
Thank you, Cora. Leave me alone. So, guys,
it's been grinding my gears lately. I've been trying not to let it bother me.
God, dog, y'all hear this woman? She say lately it been grinding her gears.
Yes,
lately.
That like he start his points, and sometimes he don't be finishing them. And I'm like, Tim, you can't just start a point and then just go somewhere else and just come back. And then you think if you say again that type, no, again what? Babe, I need you to finish your sentences.
You know what? This is the thing. See, I got a bone to pick with you now.
But you remember every sentence in your word of encouragement. Do I tell you that much? It was a good one.
Let me tell you,
it was a good word of encouragement. I
know
that
a bone
much.
to pick with you.
You don't have no bone to pick with me.
You waited until we got on this podcast and told these people I ain't finishing my sentence lately. That means you've been listening to me.
Not finish your sentences.
And then you wait on this. We get in this podcast
by
and tell
2
these
months.
people. Man, let me go back to one of my sentences.
Please.
Okay, guys. So,
monogamy.
So I was one of my Facebook friends. Basically, they shared a live with a lady talking about monogamy, and basically she was saying like people, women mainly, and don't get me wrong, I think this goes for both men and women, but she was talking to the ladies. She was saying that women want monogamy, but they don't want what it takes to be like monogamous. They don't want to, and she, don't get me wrong, she was talking about sex, but she wasn't just talking about sex. She was talking in a whole broad of monogamy. Like, women, like, you want monogamy, but you don't want, like, and you got to realize what monogamy is. Monogamy is basically saying, hey, I'm going to leave for this generation, I'm going to leave all my, what they call it again, thoughts.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to leave everybody. Okay, I'm going to keep it PG.
I'm going to leave all of my attachments or entanglements, whichever one you prefer.
I'm going to leave all my entanglements alone, and I'm going to be with you. I'm going to solely be with you. And a lot of people, they don't, like, a lot of women, and I'll say men too,
okay,
but I think it's mainly women, and I think that's why she pointed out women, and I don't think she was being biased or anything. I think I think this is true. A lot of women want monogamy,
Mm-hmm.
but they can't handle what it takes to be monogamous. Like they can't handle the 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 goals and the ambitions. They can't handle the sex drive. Like say for example,
Timothy, you already talked about this 4 podcasts ago. Come on. Come on. I'm not even about to entertain this. Nah. You done talked about this already. When you mentioned DeVal, how you say his name, DeVal, and his wife's podcast, you mentioned the same thing. It's so much more to a relationship than sex. It's so much more to monogamy than sex. But yet you still keep going back over here to the sex part. No. You already talked about that. No. Stop reiterating that. We know. We already know. Do everybody on here remember when Tim talked about DeVal and his wife's podcast about monogamy,
Babes,
and all
is
he
it
talked about
DeVal?
was sex? I think that's his name, DeVal. That's
Yeah,
his first name. I don't know their last name.
his first name ain't DeVal.
DEVALE.
I think it's Devon.
It's not Devon. You very bad with names. The man, he on Sisters. I see his name every Wednesday.
But no, babes, I was like you.
Timothy. I don't.
No, see, you done messed me up from my train of thought. How you just came?
Okay, I'm gonna remind you what you said. You were saying basically how women can't handle what comes with monogamy. They want they can't handle all the ambitions and something else you said. You was like, for example, like with sex, they can't handle a high sex drive. Like, come on.
Okay, what?
I'm over that now.
Okay, you over that. So let's talk from the other. I'm not gonna say sex, but yeah, sex. Let's talk from the other sex, not sex, not sex. But let's talk from the other sex.
I don't think that women can't handle what come with monogamy. I just feel like y'all men, when y'all finally become monogamous, some of y'all, because some of y'all don't start out, being monogamous. So when y'all finally become monogamous, it's like y'all have all these super high standards, and majority of it revolves around sex and how free you are with what y'all doing when it comes to sex, when it comes to your intimacy. That's what I think. And I think that when certain things don't go y'all way, like if y'all want sex and y'all can't have it when y'all want it, or done where y'all want it done, or done how y'all want it done, then now all of a sudden it becomes women can't handle it because of the sex drive and all that. Nah. Y'all men are ridiculous creatures. That's the problem. You're just ridiculous.
Okay, now, since you want to debate about this, since you want to
y'all
talk
are
about
ridiculous.
how are we ridiculous?
Because y'all only think what y'all ridiculous. That's the problem. Yeah, I said it.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all. See, you like
because y'all want a woman. Y'all want a woman to do everything. Y'all want a woman to do everything that y'all grandmas did, or your mama, if you had a good mama. You be wanting us to do everything traditionally, do everything. And you got some women now that help out, that do all of that, take care of the kids full time, and go to work full time, and school, and help pay a little bit of the bills here and there. And y'all still think that when y'all want sex, or want it a certain way, or want it this time, or that means times a day, that we should just automatically be willing to do it after doing all this stuff. I don't like that.
You know what?
That's selfishness. That's selfish on y'all men part.
It's not like, don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's go back. Let's go back to this again. Monogamous is saying, hey, I'm gonna be with one person. Correct? Yes, it is correct. I'm gonna answer myself. Now, so you telling me, okay, you want me just to be with one person.
Yep.
One person. You just want me to be with you. Now, before
it ain't just us. That's what God said.
Okay. That's what God said. But okay, now you telling me you want me to be with you, so you're gonna have to handle the high sex drive that most people that if some people went in a relationship, they'll probably have different people to handle that sex drive. Am I correct?
Listen, I get what you're saying, but I feel like that y'all men, y'all monogamous men, we ain't talking about y'all cheating men, we talking about y'all monogamous men, let's be clear. I feel like y'all feel like just because y'all not cheating, that y'all should automatically get y'all way. Sometimes y'all are very selfish individuals. Like, for example, let me speak from my point of view. The type of job that I do, I work 12 and a half hours at night while everybody is at home sleeping. Okay. And my back, my feet, my legs, everything, I'm using all of that. I'm dealing with I work in a hospital. I'm dealing with all type of patients. And on top of that, I'm dealing with patients that can't do for themselves. And I'm dealing with patients who are orthopedic, meaning they had a surgery that limits them. Okay. So I'm doing all of this stuff all throughout the night. And then I got to come home. No, correction. I got to pass my house. I got to go to Tim's job because he has to go to work in the morning and the kids got to go. I got to go get the kids, take them to school. Then got to come home, and then there's expectations. You expect to have clean clothes. Okay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this stuff. You expect to have clean clothes. No, we talk. Come on. You expect to have dinner, whether I cook it or buy it. You work all day. You want to come home to your dinner. Okay. You want dinner. You don't have to worry about the kids. You come home. If I, like the nights I don't work, you ain't got to worry about the kids. I do everything with the kids. Okay. Everything is done. And this is sometimes after working all night. So yeah, I be dead tired. So sometimes I don't want to be touched. And I don't think that y'all intend to be selfish, but y'all come off selfish when y'all want sex, a certain type of sex in a certain amount of times a day. Like, y'all have these high requirements. We can't meet that every day. You cannot meet those requirements every day. Sometimes that got to be weekend behavior. Sometimes it got to be you have to compromise. No, you don't gotta wait till weekend. I just need to. I'm just saying, for some of that outlandish crap that you be wanting to do, yeah, you need to wait till the weekend. You need to have some basic or regular sex throughout the week if you're gonna have it. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. My back is I've been pregnant 4 times. It's a lot going on with me. So yeah, sometimes I feel like it's selfish. I don't think y'all intend to be. It's y'all needs and y'all wants, and y'all want it right then and there. And y'all throw away everything. Like, it's like y'all forget all the stuff that we do to make sure you have a comfortable day and night when you come home. That's a lot of work.
You know what? I hear that. I hear that. And you know, my counter argument to that, like, again, my counter argument to that.
Oh, wait, hold on, baby, before I cut you off, because someone was agreeing with you, and I don't know if you want to tie this into what you're about to say. You read it? You read what he said?
Yeah. Okay, before I read that, because I gotta get back with you, because you done came at me hard, so I gotta come at you.
Don't like I sat here and read you now.
You read me my rights, so I gotta read you yours.
Don't read me my rights.
Because like that's the thing. Like you like men, like especially y'all want a hard working man. Like, man, that's what y'all women want. Y'all want a hard working man, correct?
Right.
So we got to go to work, and we got to work hard and stuff like that. And then nice when you are at work, I got to come from work and I got to watch the kids and stuff like that. But I still want some.
Tim, that's you. That's y'all men. Ridiculous. Because let me tell you, when you come home, honestly. Okay. And this not a shot at you, because you know what you do over here, and you know you good at what you do. But I honestly want you to say, the nights that I'm not working, because you've been a great help to me with the nights I have to work. But
I get you, babe.
I'm talking about in general now. When you come home from work, honestly, what do you have to do when you come home from work? Once you off from your job, what do you have to do? Not a mother freaking thing. He doesn't have to do nothing. You know why? Because I respect the fact that
he can't answer the question that you just gave me.
Oh, it was rhetorical. Anywho,
you cannot answer the question that you just gave me.
You've been at work
so let me tell you what I got to do.
So what do you have to do? Like, what do you have to do when you come home from work on the nights that I'm home? What do you got to do?
Oh, with the nights that you home.
Yeah. The nights that I'm home. You don't have to do nothing.
Hold on, let me tell you.
Okay, because it was rhetorical, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you tell.
I'm gonna tell you.
Go on and tell it, Chad.
One.
Like, what you have to do, not what you choose to decide you may want to help and do at the time. Like, what do I expect for you to do when you come home from work? Like, what's my expectation of you?
You expect one? I gotta
when I'm home, Tim, not when I'm not home.
It's so much that I can't even, like.
Boy, stop lying. Tim.
It's so much.
Tim does not have to do anything. Tim does not have to do anything.
It's so much that I gotta do. I can't even, like.
He don't have to do anything. He
even...
doesn't have to do nothing. When he walked through that door, all he had to do is take his behind to the shower, because do not get on my bed and what you go all day, especially with this pandemic. The only thing he have to do is go take a shower. Everything else, he don't have to do nothing. Anything that he does is what he want to do.
Babes,
when he come home from work.
Some days I gotta change the air filter.
Timothy, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. That air filter got to be changed. What, every 2-3 months? Timothy, leave me alone. Because you trying to play.
Some days you want me to go out and get something to eat if you ain't cook. Fridays and Saturdays, if you ain't cook.
I've been using DoorDash a whole lot lately.
Yeah.
Timothy, stop playing with me. What do you have to do? Like, what is a routine that you have to do? You don't have to do nothing. Everything that you do is by choice.
It's so much stuff I got to do.
He don't have to do nothing I don't have any expectations of him.
Oh, my God. It's so much, y'all.
Like, I may have the bare minimum. Sometimes if he coming home from work, I may want him to stop by the store if I need something, and he'll do that. But, like, I don't just be bothering with him. I don't be bothering with him, but you want some.
What Pastor
you want
say?
some private part all the time. On your deathbed, want private part. Boy, you better leave me alone.
What Pastor say?
Oh. Okay, let's see what Pastor said. Hold on. Pastor said, "Wait a goddamn minute. Don't come for till."
Pastor,
first of all, don't be choosy. Don't be choosy, Pastor.
Tell her.
Do not be choosy, Pastor, because you supposed to be neutral at all times.
No, he ain't. Yes, no, he ain't.
Yes, he is. He our pastor.
I be over here working to death, and she trying to.
Y'all friendship come behind him being our pastor.
Yeah, making it seem like I just gotta come home and take a shower.
Timothy, you do anything else that you do is by choice. It's not by expectation or by force. You take the garbage out in the morning, so that's your only everyday job.
That sat here and read me and make it seem like I ain't gotta do.
I did not read you.
God.
I did not read you. I'm just letting you know. And like my sister said, because she knows being a mother is a full-time job, whether y'all split the duties or not.
Don't get me wrong. I know, guys.
Wait, that wasn't it. It was Mo.
I'm going to tell you this. I know being a mom is a full-time job. You know what?
By itself.
I thank God for my wife and being the mother that she is. But, it ain't no excuse.
I can't believe Pastor on here like this. Pastor, I can't believe right now. I'm trying to I'm trying to move on from this, but I can't believe you defending this. Let me tell you why
she can't move on for this, because she had to stop at the sex part of monogamy.
Because I got tired of hearing you say that.
And I'm gonna continue saying that. Because it's not just me, and you know what?
Y'all men are oh my God!
I'm speaking up for the men around the world.
Y'all are ridiculous. I stand behind that. Y'all are a bunch of ridiculous creatures.
I'm speaking up for the men behind the world.
That like y'all just God's greatest gift on earth.
We are.
Y'all some kings, but y'all ain't that. Boy, you almost made me cuss.
Oh, Lord, see, that's what I'm talking about. When it comes to monogamy, these women don't want to appreciate the kings that we are. When it comes to monogamy, we are the kings.
Timothy, you have a problem.
See, that's my thing with this generation. They don't understand the greats. They don't understand
Who the greats. There?
They don't understand. Men, for one.
First of all, you need to really cut your mess.
We are great. We are great.
Timothy, I need to be clear. I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with you guys wanting what y'all want, especially sexually. But I feel like Legend.
Oh Lord.
Y'all, Legend crawling on the floor. Legend crawling on the all through the equipment. Bye, Legend. But I'm not saying that y'all shouldn't get what y'all want, because y'all are monogamous. And when you're monogamous, you're not going anywhere to get what you need. You get what I'm saying? It's here with you. But we also have to be. This is why it's important to learn your partners and understand your partners and understand what your partner needs are. That goes for men and women, because I just feel like with men, they just the natural order of things. They have to do more outside of the house than inside of the house. You get what? Because that's just the natural order of things.
Okay.
Men go outside the house so they can take care of the covering of the house, the bills for the men who don't like to pay bills, the bills, And women are supposed to take care of everything in the house. And if you want to help pay bills, which, majority of us working women, we do because we can. So it's like, I just feel like you should be more understanding of your partner's needs and wants at the time. I'm not saying like you should go days and weeks without giving your partner, especially if they have a high sex drive because you signed up for it. You should not go days and weeks without giving them sex because that's what, that's what they want. And honestly, that's what they deserve. But monogamy ain't centered around sex.
It's not.
Ugly. Sick of you.
Let me tell you something, babes, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. You said it was centered because we didn't. All because I said it maybe 3, 4, 5 times.
50, 11.
50, 11. That's not the only thing I said. That's what you brought forth to the main topic. But this wasn't even supposed to be a main subject in the topic. But you made it a main subject in the topic. And it is, whether you want to erase it or not, it is. A lot of women, when they get a man to be monogamous, they forget about that man's high sex drive. And it's not right to the man. Am I right or wrong? Is it right?
I get what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying.
That's
all I'm saying.
I get
That's
what
all
you're
I
saying,
need you
and
to
I
do.
receive what you said.
Okay.
But you still need to receive what I said.
Okay. We got some questions and we got some statements.
So, okay. First of all,
sorry for messing up the camera, y'all. Now y'all can see both of us.
Okay. So Cora said, question, do y'all feel that not wanting to have relations with your husband/wife is not being submissive? It's a very bit, the word submissive and submit, like those are very tricky words. I feel like it could, because it's so broad, and I think that people sometimes only hone in on certain parts of it. I don't want to say that it's not being submissive. I feel like it's more so, what's the word I can use? I'm trying to figure out how to, I don't think that it's not being submissive. I feel like it's just at the time, if you don't want to, I feel like you should be able to say, you know what, I don't want to do this right now, or this is not the day for me to want to do this. Because there are other forms of intimacy. It's not just sex. It's so many other forms of intimacy. And
you know what? And I think, and you know what? And this is my thing too. And this is my thing with this, especially our generation that we living in. It is other forms of intimacy.
Yeah.
But you, well, not just you as a woman, or we all have to be able to express those other forms, not just express, but do those other forms. That's it. That's how I feel.
Pastor said, if we not sexual tonight, let's agree. That's all I'm saying. Not having it be one-sided. Yeah, I feel like it should be like, and I feel like when you know your partner up into a certain extent, I feel like y'all could, it's easy to work past. I'm not talking about just sitting there being selfish for days.
Let's agree, not just be one-sided.
You ain't,
just know
you ain't never in agreement.
And I'm gonna get you. And let's.
If Tim don't do nothing else, Tim gonna pay a bill and won't private part. Nothing else. I promise you. If Tim don't do nothing else, that's 3 things. He gonna get up and go to church and serve God. He gonna pay bills. He gonna want private part.
I'm gonna get up, go to church. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, 4 things. Them 4 things that he gonna do regardless.
Right. Now, also, I need you to understand his statement. Let's agree. Just
we
know
don't never agree on nothing.
Let's agree.
We don't agree on nothing.
Let's agree to not have sex together. Let it be one-sided. As in, it's always your decision, or it's always your decision to have sex, or it's always your decision not to have sex. Okay. Let's both agree. I agree. On if we're not gonna have it, let's both make that. It's not just we are in this relationship together. Don't let it just be your decision. Right. We only having sex on such and such day. No, let's agree. And why does sex have to be scheduled? Why can't it be
that's another thing.
The intimacy is.
It's like a double whammy, basically, because it's like you said, let's agree on when to and how to and all that stuff, but then you saying we should have to schedule sex, but wouldn't that be like scheduling sex, right?
What?
Basically, you just said that you agree with what Pastor said. Like we have to agree. So you basically was saying, okay, we need to agree when we gonna do it, and we need to agree when we not. But
No.
But then you turned around and said,
let's look at
it shouldn't be something that's scheduled. That's what you said.
Okay, let's reiterate that and change that a little bit. Not okay. In the midst, we're agreeing to do it.
Okay.
Now, let's not get in the habit.
Agree not to do it.
Let's not, huh?
Why you don't want to agree not to do it?
I don't never want to agree.
That's the thing. That's the dang problem.
We're not talking about that right now.
You got a problem. I'm taking Tim to therapy because this man got a problem.
When we don't agree not to do it,
mm-hmm.
let's be on one accord. Even if I want to do it, let's not make it a habit where you always dictating when we are going to do it or when you turned on and stuff like that. Let's not get in the habit of that. Let's get in the habit of being in agreement, like, just being in agreement. And I'm talking about agreement like that, not like what you're trying to say. You're trying to twist my pastor words up. That's your problem. You're always trying to twist somebody's words up. The Bible says don't add or take away from the word.
I'm not trying to twist pastor words up. Stop it. And and then if y'all agree out of respect for the other, what happens when the other one in the bed with their insides on fire? Oh Lord!
Go put some water.
Just put some water on it.
If it's on fire, put some water. Get the fire to sit. Nah.
Pastor said no. It can't be scheduled.
It can't. Yeah. Get some water. Get the fire extinguisher. Hey,
agree. It's better when you can come together. Yeah, I agree with that. Nobody want to be sitting there having boring sex. Let's just be real about it. Pastor, I'm not twisting your words.
That's what she's trying to do, Pastor. She's trying to twist the words.
I'm just trying to make sure I understand what the both of y'all are saying. Because it's y'all, and it's another guy on here named Lamar that's agreeing with y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I understand y'all men perspective.
Because okay, let me just tie this all in. My whole perspective and what the woman was saying also on that live video, and I think I saw that live video on Lamar's on his
the guy who just commented
on his profile. But he basically the woman was saying, don't trick me. Don't trick me. Or don't like whatever you was doing to get me, you need to continue doing it to keep me.
I agree with that.
When I decide to only be with you for the rest of my life, I need you to continue. If you was trying to turn me on back then and you was trying to jump my bones back then, I need you to jump my bones. Nah, don't leave my bones unjumped.
Okay, so here's the thing too. See, these are the things that I feel like couples don't want to factor in. Now, this is for men and women.
Okay.
These are things that we have to factor in. For example, men have been together 14 years. Out of them 14 years of being together, almost 15, we probably been having sex for like 12, 13 years, right?
Okay.
Somewhere up in there, right?
Okay.
So we've gotten older.
Mm-hmm.
We've had children.
Okay.
I physically have carried these children.
Okay.
And if you are a mom, you know that your body changes, it seems, with every pregnancy. And then you add an age on top of it. So it's like, it's harder to get back to yourself after children. And then it's also harder to...
And you know what I do?
And I don't think y'all I don't think men factor that in with their women.
We do factor that in, and we understand that. Like, because, babes, let's be honest. Before, I wanted to do it 3-4 times a day. Now I only
don't make me slap you on this podcast. Don't make me slap you on this podcast.
One, maybe 2 times. And I'm going to tell you this too. Man, as we get older, like right now, I'm knocking on 30 door. Like next month, I'll be 30 and my knee's starting to pop. But guess what? I can still do something with my knee.
Yeah, please. Like, how y'all let me go on like this for this long with this man? Oh my gosh.
Well, when I
He get more
bed,
ridiculous every year.
My knee ain't gonna pop because I'm gonna get it right. You better get it right too. That's all I'm saying. Get it right, babes.
Okay, so Taisha said, women, she always want it when they want it, because men always want to take control when they having sex, not listening to the woman, etc. What you think about that?
Hey, listen, let me tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, y'all women, y'all gotta. What do y'all want? Do y'all? Most women want a man that's gonna be the alpha male. Most women.
Well, me personally, that's what I want.
You want an alpha male.
Babe, some women don't want that.
And I'm not just talking about in the bedroom. I'm talking about generally. They want an alpha male, somebody that's gonna lead the family, that's gonna take control, that's gonna make decisions, the hard decisions when it needs to be made. They want those. And don't water me down. Don't water me down once we get monogamous and in the bedroom. Don't water me down. You have to
understand though, just because people want an alpha male or as you say, alpha male, I'll call it a real man.
Say for example, a lion. A lion can't just
turn still,
his aggression off, whether he having sexual intercourse or hunting or taking care of the pride.
See, this is the thing about what Tim is calling an alpha male, or what I call a real man.
And don't get me wrong.
They think they supposed to dominate everything, but some women don't want them to always dominate in the bedroom.
Okay, and don't get me wrong.
Some women like it, some women don't. They want to switch it up. I like it.
And so we can talk about the rest of monogamy. We do want to be able to please. Men and women, we do want to be able to please our spouses. So again, I think you got, that's where you agree at, like that. That's where you agree at. Whatever's in the bedroom is in the bedroom. You
gotta learn your partner.
You just gotta learn your partners. I'm not saying the man just need to dumb, but if you date a dominant man, that's what you're attracted to, just think he might be dominant in the bedroom. I'm just saying. Now, and we got any more statements?
Pastor talking about right, because in another 20 years, I might need a jump start. Let me get me while I can.
Right. That's all I'm saying. Let me get me while me can get me. Like, because my heart may not be able to take Viagra.
I'm gonna cut your mic off because you're doing too much now. I'm gonna cut that mic off.
So why
you probably won't be able to take Viagra for a lot of reasons, starting with a regular heartbeat. Anywho.
So while it's up, let it stay up.
Oh my God. Okay.
Got dog on it?
Oh my God.
Read on.
No, for the last 3 podcasts, you really been showing your behind. Like, you been showing that bad. And
dog on it.
And then one of your little friends.
One of my little, hey guys, y'all see how they degrading us now? One of your little friends. One of your little friends is little now, huh? When we making so much sense, one of your little friends.
Nah,
I got some men on here today that's gonna speak up.
Your friend said, tell her stay on track. She don't want to talk about monogamy. No, I got off track about monogamy because the first thing out of Tim's mouth was sex. Like, boy, hush.
That's the first easy thing. She thought she can.
You the first easy thing.
I don't care. That? You knew when you got with me, you knew I was easy. So guess what? You gotta keep it easy, baby. You gotta keep it easy.
All right, go on and finish making your points about monogamy. I ain't got time for this.
Okay, somebody else got something to say before we move on?
Oh, my sister said, hold on. My sister said, I'll tell you what, I ain't having sex. I ain't having sex if I'm not happy. That goes out the window. Absolutely.
That's understandable. If you're not happy, then it's
lock it up.
Nah.
If you're not married, you can lock it up. Child,
sometimes people not happy. I'm telling you this. Sometimes people not happy because you're not giving it to them. So, babes, come on.
No.
If you want me to make you happy, make me happy. I'm just like,
shut up. I'm a new mom and fiance. I need some advice.
That's bad advice, y'all.
Okay. She said, I'm a new mom and a fiance. I need some advice. Hey, if you would like to talk with us, you can you could call us on the phone. You call us at 205-851-0185, where you can
or inbox my wife. And
or you can inbox me, whichever one you want to do.
Yeah.
Unless you want to say something like right now. If you want to say something right now, you could call the phone.
Or ask a question. Yeah, if you
or type it in the comments.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. We got some more questions before we move on, babe.
Hold on, this thing be moving quick.
Moving quick.
Okay.
Hey, we got questions for days. We've been give you a little background about me and my wife.
Well, he did something right because you got 4 kids. Oh my God.
Ain't that right, man?
Girl, who signed you on, girl? Who signed you on?
Come on, let's go. Gotta go.
That's it. Nobody asked nothing yet.
Me and my wife, we've been together again. We've been together for 14 years. We've been married for almost 10 years right now. We got together when she was 13, I was 15. So again, we've been together for a while. We've been, through some ups and downs, and like again. And the thing about it is, guys, and I'm gonna tell you, just like I told you guys for the encouragement, the day that what I told you, even when you're in marriage, you gotta begin with the end game in mind. The end game in mind. And what is the end game? To death do us apart. That means I'm not letting go of this marriage until death do us apart. And if I begin with the end game in mind, that means whatever life may take us through, I'm going to get through it because I got a goal in mind. And if we ain't got no goal in mind, if you just winging it just to wing it and waste your time, then that's how you're going to be able to, that's how you're going to separate yourselves. So when you get into these relationships, have a goal. Why am I in this relationship? Am I in it for the long run? Am I in it to death do us apart, do me part? So when I go through these hard times, I can remember that. I can remember the goal.
All right, words of encouragement.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
All right, so what else you wanted to say on your topic of monogamy?
Okay, monogamy. So let's see. Before I was so rudely interrupted, she tried to read me today, y'all. Before I was so rudely interrupted, monogamy, yes, monogamy is not just about sex, but it is about sex. Monogamy is not just about goals, but it is about goals. Women want what they don't have. Women want what they don't have. They want a man that's so goal-oriented that can lead a family, but they don't know how to take care or help lead the family that they want. And that's a big part of monogamy. Whatever you want, you got to be, I'm not saying you got to have. I'm not saying, hey, if you want a rich man, you come into the marriage rich. No, but I need you to have a mindset where you can become go get a mindset where we can stay rich and you not just spending all of my money. That's where I'm at right now. Well, people want to get into these relationships that they can't handle. And they want a man that's driven, and they can't handle a man that's driven. And that's where I'm at right now. You can't say you want a man that's driven and all you are able to offer is vagina, and you don't even want to offer that most of the time. That's where I'm at. You got something to say now, babes?
I don't got to say because I know you ain't talking to me.
I know.
I know you ain't talking to me.
Ain't you gonna talk to your ladies? Ain't you gonna talk to your ladies and for your ladies?
You talking about? I mean, you done said it.
Okay, because you wanted to stop on sex.
Yeah, because I got tired of hearing about that. I got tired of hearing about that. That's the reason why I addressed that. You can move forward now.
Now I'm glad you ain't tired of hearing about goal oriented, and I'm not just talking about.
I don't want somebody who don't have no goals or ambitions. That goes for men and women.
Now I'm not just talking about.
You don't want somebody who don't bring nothing to the table. Like, you got to bring something. If you're not gonna bring the table, bring the silverware, bring the napkins,
and
bring the seat cushion, bring something to the table.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this, especially you ladies. I'm talking to ladies now. I've been talking to y'all, but I'm gonna talk to y'all about this. Monogamy is being with one person, committing to be with one person. And before you can commit to be with one person, you gotta know that person. That if you're going into a relationship with that person and you don't know that person, you just you're gonna screw yourself. You don't go in there with your personal ambitions. Don't go into a relationship not knowing somebody, but having a whole picture perfect. Oh man, I want a man that's gonna lead my family and all this and all that. And then you marry this man and he can't lead a family, and you blaming this man. No, you don't even know this man. You get what I'm saying? Trying to say, babe.
I get what you're saying. It makes perfectly good sense.
So we gotta know each other before we can make that big.
We
Cause
gotta
that's
be
a big
mindful in
commitment.
our pickings, y'all. We gotta be mindful in our pickings. That's so country, I know. My people from the country, but yes, we have to be mindful in our pickings. Know what you're picking, honey.
Because I'm telling you that, like, a lot of people, like, this been a soft conversation, like, but this is a real conversation. Monogamy, like, people take that, like, man, people make season, like I said last week, people make lifetime decisions off of seasonal moments, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like, you gotta, like, before you make a lifetime decision, you better know what you getting yourself into. And that's monogamy for you.
Okay, we have a question, couple questions.
Okay.
What happened if you move to another state with your spouse and you looking for a job and all you have to offer at the time is love and time? Now,
See,
I could personally speak from that perspective.
okay, and the babes, you're gonna speak for, because I know you. This is your expertise on this one. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. Listen to what I was saying, guys. I'm not expecting you to come into the relationship rich. I want you to have a mindset. Just that you saying that I'm looking, that's good for me, baby. Right there, you looking like you got a mindset. You got a vision. You going with the vision. Now, if you ain't looking and you sitting your butt home eating all my cereal and all my meat, like, and at the end of the day, when I get home from a long, and when I come home from a long day of work, you don't want to give me like that. Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem. But if you looking for it, if you, that's all I need for you to, like. I need you to have that ambition. If you don't got no ambition, then we got a problem.
Right.
You can't want a man with ambition. You can't want a leader, somebody that's gonna lead your family, and you ain't got no ambition. You just want to be home. And if when some people want their woman home. You want to be home and you don't want to cook. You don't want to clean. You don't want to get a man none. You don't want to take care of the kids. The kids going out dirty and stuff. Come on now. No ambition. And men, y'all better, before y'all choose these wives, y'all better choose them carefully. Some of y'all kids be going out dirty and stuff like that because that woman ain't got no ambition. She can't take care of herself, so she can't take care of your kids. She can't take care of your house. Your house all dirty and stuff like that because you done chose this woman off of vagina, like, or looks. Looks ain't gonna cook your dinner. Looks ain't gonna keep your kids clean. Looks ain't gonna take care of your kids. And when your kids grow up ratchet, you gotta blame yourself for that. You done thought about looks, and you ain't think about what she brings. And singing
city girls.
Yeah, I feel bad for these kids that's growing up now. They gonna be a twerking generation because all their mama know how to do is twerk.
For the record,
that's all they bring to the table is twerking.
For the record, I bring more than twerking to the table.
I get so sick of twerking. I'm like, babe, you better not twerk in my bedroom, girl. You better slow it down. I don't want no twerking.
But I be twerking in the living room.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
But yeah, I was a stay-at-home mom for a lot of years. But the years that I was a stay-at-home mom, I handled the household the way I was supposed to. I was in school all of the time that I was at home, except for when we moved to Virginia. When we moved to Virginia, I was pregnant with Legend. We were in a new state. Tim was working like 80 hours a week. Like, he was barely home. And I didn't have the luxury of getting up looking for a job. I didn't have the luxury of going to school because I was pregnant. I was pregnant in a new state and my life was new. So I couldn't really put roots down the way I wanted to during my pregnancy. So I did what I could do to make him comfortable to walk out the door every day and come home every night. Whatever he needed to be comfortable until I was able to get back, until I was able to find my footing.
And I'm going to tell y'all this, ladies.
It happens.
Ladies, we as men, like, I'm speaking for the men, especially that I know, we ain't expect. Let me tell you what's the world to us. The world is that you got ambition and that you're trying to be the good woman that I need you to be. Now, I'm not expecting you to go out and we know that the world is, especially for a woman, it's hard out there. It's hard out there. So, sometimes I hate being don't get me wrong. I like being under. I don't mind being up under a woman, but sometimes, like when a woman leads, they got to be so aggressive. And the reason why they got to be so aggressive is because it's hard. They're not being seen as equals. So again, we know it's hard out there, and we know you go through a lot when you like, especially if you performing at a level with us, then we know you performing extra harder to maintain that. So again, we know that you work hard, and we're not asking the only word that I'm asking for is that you try and you be ambitious, because I'm an ambitious man, and I want my woman to be ambitious. Like, and whatever she
2019, I mean 2020. Oh Lord, take us back. But 2020 has everybody sitting in the house at some point, had or has some people sitting in the house at some point. Y'all find y'all some bit, like find y'all a business, something you might want to invest in. That's what I've been trying to figure out, something that I want to do. I'm trying to find me multiple streams of income. This is the time to do your research. You don't have no job or no school, and it's just you and your regular duties at home. Whatever you gotta do when you done with your stuff, try to research something. Shoot, go take up a certification like I did. I took up a certification because I didn't want to jump right into nursing school. So I'm like, let me take up a certification and make sure this is for me. So, you just have to find your footing. Do your research on what you want to do and how you can go about achieving your goals. Write a short-term goal and a long-term goal list. Do a vision board. I did a vision board last year. My good sis, my first lady, she does these vision board parties. I did that. Got to sit right up there on my room wall. So when I open my eyes in the morning and close my eyes at night, my vision board is right there. Just find out what works for you and don't rush anything. Do what you can do. Just don't be not doing nothing.
Yeah, and again, guys,
taking care of your house is doing something. That's work.
And again, guys, that's monogamy. A monogamy that, like, if you want, you reciprocate what you want. Don't get into a relationship and it's with a man of your dreams and don't be that dream for that man. That's all I'm saying. That's unfair. That's unfair if you get into that relationship and you don't, and you're not all to that man that he is to you. That are the same thing. Like, men, if you don't get into a relationship and you're not all to that woman that she is to you. Like, if she cook, she clean, and she do all this stuff, and you're not even going to work. You're not even trying to pay bills.
You deserve hot dogs.
Not even trying.
Hot dogs for dinner every night.
Like, I see, like, don't get me wrong. I see men that try, but it's like, I can't stand men that don't try. You got this woman at home doing cooking, cleaning, taking care of your kids, and you not trying. Why she got to be all to you that you want, but you can't be all to her that she want? That's not right. That's not fair. That's not practicing good monogamy. You making her miserable. And you wonder why she ain't trying to give you none, because she miserable.
I'm trying to tell you.
She miserable.
We got a question too. The question say, how you know when is the right time to be monogamous?
That's why you got to start with the end goal. You got to start with the end goal in mind. You got to start. So when I'm starting, like, I got it. Don't get me wrong. It ain't going to all go as planned, but I got a plan. Some things are going to take you off routine and stuff like that, but I still got a plan. I still started with the end goal in mind. So long as you got a plan, then that's when you'll know. And don't get me wrong, it's not going to all go according to plan. Life doesn't go according to plan. Things throw at you that you ain't never, you ain't think was going to be there. But if you stick to the plan, like, it may throw you off routine, but if you get right back there, it may take you a little longer to get right back there. As long as you get right back there, then you there. Like that. That's it. If you ain't got no plan, you need to map out one. If you ain't got a plan, if you ain't got a list on what the things that you need a list, you need a goal. Like, you can't start we don't think of it. We go to these people's jobs and we work our blood and sweat out for these people's jobs, and we don't even value ourselves enough to work our blood and sweat out for us. Like, we got to think of ourselves as a business also. Why are we going to these people's jobs and living out their plans and their goals, and we're not even living out ours? We're not even we're going everything. We're doing everything for them, but we're not doing everything for us. Write down your goals. Write down your plans, not just in your personal endeavors, but in your relationship too. Where do I need to, like, come on, we need to write these things down. We need to have a plan. And that's how we'll know.
We have another question as well. First of all, I just need to address what you so mad for that you had to throw down that pen like that.
Man, we be working hard. We be killing ourselves for people, and we don't even be like, come on. We got.
All I know is you could be as passionate.
I want to live and I want to die for me.
You could be as passionate as you want to be, but there's some expensive equipment, so you tread lightly.
That's why I bought the hang, because I know I'd be like, but I ain't touching this base. You ain't got to worry about this.
Don't touch none of it.
I ain't touching none
all
of this.
Of it.
You ain't got to act like that. No, we got another question.
Around here slamming down pens and stuff. Boy, you got hot. Okay, so this is our next question. How do you get your spouse to want to be adventurous and do something you like to do?
Okay, now, again, base, you answer that. I said, okay. And
then I tell you stop and start a sentence. And you think if you say again that it's going to work, but it didn't. So how do you get your spouse to want to be adventurous and do something you like to do? I feel like it's a compromise.
Yeah, it's definitely
it's a compromise. I feel like if you're doing things that they like to do, then it should be reciprocated.
And that goes back to,
it's just black and white.
And that goes back to, I want to be, if I can't come in this relationship with my wife being full and I'm half empty, it's going to drain her out. I want to be everything that my wife wants, just like she's everything that I want. And sometimes you're gonna have to make some compromises. Me, I'm not even gonna lie. I was a homebody, and I see that my wife was.
Ooh, he was boring, honey. Just a buffet in the movies. Lord
that's
Jesus.
It. And then I seen that my wife, she wanted to do more. She wanted, like, she came from a family that likes to travel and go stuff like that. And I'm like, man, I wanna be that for my wife, because I don't want her like looking at other people and saying I want to be that for my wife. So again, I want to be all that for her that she is for me. And sometimes I'm gonna have to sacrifice when I want to be home. If she want to go out to eat, and we got time and we got the money to go out and eat, why not go out and eat? You know, why not make that small sacrifice to make her happy, to make him happy? Oh, we got a call.
Somebody
they ain't playing. All right.
Ring-a-ling-ling-ling-ling.
Ring-a-ling-ling.
It's the Edmonds.
It's the Edmonds talking. Talk.
Hey, beautiful people. It's future Mrs. Duncan.
Hey, what's up?
All right, so, you guys like my favorite couple in the whole wide world.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Is, all right, it's something with Tim said. Okay, as far as like writing goals down, like what happens if you guys don't have the same goal?
Like relationship wise?
Yeah.
And let's talk about this too. That's a good question, because you got to understand, like, when you starting out, monogamy is that's when it's the hardest. Just like we even say, for example, I'm a minister, so I gotta say this. When you start out in Christianity, it's the hardest, because you try like this is all new to you, and I'm trying so hard and everything. Like, so the same thing with relationships. I'm class, like, we starting off we're saying, hey, we're just going to be with each other. So we're merging into one. Two different people from two different upbringings, merging into one. With that being said, everything that you want, he may not want. The things that he want, you may not want all the time. But being able to compromise those goals and those ambitions and getting on one accord with each other, that's what's going to make it work. If you and we talked about that with intimacy too. That's intellectual intimacy, being able to have those hard conversations and I may not want, like, some things, like, like with me, even with me and my wife now, like, you know, she like with her nursing, like the schedules wasn't like, I was like, babes, I don't want that schedule. And she, you know, she was like, hey, I want this schedule. You know, just being able to compromise with one another, like, okay, babes, like, you know, different things that you just got to be able to, because it's gonna be a lot of things that you want and that he may not
All
want,
right, well,
and he may.
let me set it more in stone.
Okay.
So we've been together 3 years now.
3 years.
My
Say
goal
what?
is to be, you know, his wife.
Okay.
Right.
But he feels like if, you know, like it's been 3 years and it's not in his mind yet. It's like some churches are like, when per se is like, is it gonna be one of his goals?
At the same time, you don't want to rush someone into making a decision that they're not ready for
I'm gonna tell
at
you
the same
this.
time. But
Right.
go ahead, babe.
This may hurt me, and I may get a call.
Ooh, you gonna get fussed out.
But I'm gonna tell you this right now. You, and this is to everybody that's on this line. You gotta, like, again, these are some of the things that you need to be able to address before the, like, you gotta have, like, these are the conversations that you gotta have before you decide to put your all into a relationship. I want marriage. I don't want to be in a relationship
Or a
for this long
situationship.
without marriage, without, like, those things need to be addressed. And everybody needs, especially about those things, people like you guys need to be on one accord. I'm not saying, like, I shouldn't have to force you to marry me. I shouldn't have to force, like, we all have to be on one accord, and those things has to be addressed. Like,
I mean, I addressed it. I asked him what's his intention. He said to marry me, but
okay.
His intentions are to marry you?
yeah, they are.
Yeah, okay. And not like it, I'm gonna get fussed out.
Now, necessarily, does that mean it's gonna happen, or they're still planning it in their head? Like, that's where I get lost at.
Now, when this is the thing, that's what this is when it all goes back to it. Like, we got to be able to, we want to write the goals down, make the vision plain. We want to start with the end goal in mind. Like, what you like, right? I think you guys need to have this conversation tonight. Like,
remember, take it to the table.
Right.
That's what me and Tim do. Take it to the table. Gotta get to the table with that.
I need to know, like, I need details. I don't want to put my life on hold. I need details. When, like, it can't, like, and like, you, that's it. Like,
and that's you are deserving
wait,
to answer
when I ask
your questions.
When, he feels like I'm rushing. So I don't want to. I asked twice already. I don't want to feel like I'm rushing and do something that he's not ready for.
Okay,
but I do want to know if it's going to happen or not.
And the things, like, in some, you know, sometimes, like, we gotta ask ourselves this. Like, don't get me wrong, we gotta ask ourselves, like, if you ask those questions, ask these questions. Am I doing something that's prolonging you wanting to marry me? And you got to ask yourself that also. And, you know, these are intellectual intimacy questions that you guys need to have. They're the hard conversations, but it needs to be had, and an answer need to come, you know, because you don't want to, like, you don't want to put, nobody wants to put their life on hold. And it's not fair for any of the parties, you know?
And don't get me wrong, we want the best for y'all in y'all relationship, but at the same time, you know, you are entitled to ask these questions, because, like you said, it's been 3 years, and you have your own goals for the relationship. You have things that you want in a relationship, and if you deserve to know if you're going to
And
get
I'll tell
those
you this too.
things.
And I'll tell you this too.
Or if it's just you wasting your time. Your time does not, your time is valuable, just like
A
his
big
is.
conversation need to be had because I'm gonna go back. What should we say? We don't want to rush into monogamy and end up resenting each other, and because we didn't know all that brought and stuff like that. So a big conversation need to be had. That like don't like.
Well, we already in monogamy, and we're already like we still learn each other each and every day. It's always gonna be something new.
Yeah.
Because we got two different types of personalities. Like
Yeah.
I'm Tim in a relationship, and Jared is Sharice.
Okay. Wait, is his birthday in March?
Yep, on February 29th.
Well, that explains the both of y'all behavior.
Oh,
that's us.
All right, we got some questions. We thank you for calling.
All right.
All right. We'll talk to you.
I'm gonna get fussed out.
Well, this is his chance to call in to say what he needs.
All right.
So let me go on some. So 3 years is a long time. I feel a man should know within a year if he plans on marrying someone or not. If not, be honest. Let me know and let me go, period. Or let me know, do you even see an engagement or something? Give me something to be hopeful to. I agree with that. I'm sorry, calling. Okay. And hold on. And then Pastor said, listen, I'm sorry, but don't give wifey rights to a boyfriend/girlfriend relationship.
That's big.
Yeah, that's really big.
That's big.
Sometimes y'all are overextending into y'all relationships
and I'm gonna tell
as
you
boyfriends
this too.
and girlfriends.
Let's collaborate on that. Sometimes I'm gonna get fussed out. Sometimes we like, why would I like? Why would I want to marry you? I make a commitment when you already giving me what you gonna like. You can't like you. That's big. You can't give wife privileges and husband privileges to somebody that you just courting with or you just dating. Like you got to give them something to look forward to. You got to give them something to look forward to. You can't give just anybody your all or your you got to have that commitment.
That's why it's imperative while you're dating to make sure that you're on the same page. It's imperative to set goals as a couple for your relationship because you guys both deserve to.
My wife thought I was gonna have another baby with her.
Boy, bye. Boy, if you don't leave me alone.
I told her if she like it, she better put a ring on it. I told her, you ain't getting no more of my beautiful, no more of my beautiful babies. No more of my beautiful babies. If you like it, you better put a ring on it. That's all I'm saying.
Man, you want to keep sitting around here being no baby daddy?
Y'all women think I thought if you like it, then you better put a ring on it. That's what I told her. That's what I told her, y'all. Hey, come on, go.
Okay, so Chris said, Pastor, what do you consider wifey husband rights? And Tim and Reed also, what y'all feel wifey/husband rights are also like examples. I feel like giving them.
Let me tell you what I'm gonna tell my daughters: sex.
Well, yes, let's start with that.
Clean house.
Yeah, like you
clean and clothes. Almost one.
No,
come over my house and clean my clothes, girl.
No, your mama can continue to clean your clothes, or you can.
Think? What you think?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I feel like Tim said, sex is of course the major one. Then I feel like
no ring, no ting, no ting. I'm gonna get fussed out. No ring, no ting.
You gonna lose all your viewers, all your friends.
No ring, no ting.
They're already hanging on by a thread. At least you'll still have a pastor when it's all said and done.
Come on, man.
That's a good friend. But yeah, I feel like Tim said, like sex. I feel like Like, I'm not gonna come and clean your. I'm not cleaning your home. No, I'm not your wife. I'm not cleaning your home every day. I'm not cooking for you every day. Yes, you can on like when y'all having dates and stuff, and like y'all coming to each other's house. I can see that, but continuously doing that stuff, no, no, I'm not doing all of that. No, I'm not. I'm not paying no bills at your house. I'm not. I'm not putting. I'm not doing no major grocery shopping at your house. I'm gonna bring what I'm gonna cook when I leave. That's up to you.
Yeah, and I'm not.
I don't know. I've been out dating game for a long time. I'm just not doing that.
Don't pay no bill.
That's what I'm saying. These girls be wanting these guys to pay their darn bills, and it's not their husband.
I ain't giving you no husband tendencies. Like, I'm not paying no bills. I'm
Y'all,
not buying
crazy.
you. I'm not buying your babies no school clothes. I'm not buying.
No,
I'm not. No, I'm not bringing no groceries. Because, babes, you know what I say about groceries. You know what I say about groceries. Whatever I feed. You gotta laugh, Paige.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading. But yeah,
come on, laugh.
These girls be wanting these men to pay their bills, pay all of their bills. While now, this is while dating them. It's different if you're in a relationship and your girl may need an oil change or something. You may want to get her an oil change. You may want to put gas in her car here and there. But no, like this is paying your bills.
Because Pastor Mike saved me from my homeboy. Read what Pastor said.
When
up there, you passed it. He said 3 years.
Oh, Pastor said in 3 years is not a long time for everybody. This can't be rushed, but we need goals set to know where we're headed. I said that. I elaborated on it when he said it.
Okay. All right.
I said it.
So 3 years may not be. Again, that was my pastor talking, y'all.
Like he said, it's not long to everybody.
It's not. It may not be a long time.
Me, I'm everybody. It's
but goals need to be set though. Goals that's goals do need to be set. That's why I can't be
in the dating world because I'm too anxious. You're not about to waste my time. My time is too valuable.
Well,
it's too valuable.
No ring, no team. Come on.
Boy, shut up. You was quick. I was 18 for a month before Tim was talking about, Reed, let's get married. That's how you was.
Oh, like, I ain't gonna even go there with y'all. Like, y'all know. I hope y'all know a lie when y'all see one. Well, yeah, I did. I say no ring, no team. Come on, babe. What is up?
We ain't got no other questions, babe. Okay. You keep talking about, come on, babe. This is my job. I'm operating this. You need to stay on your computer.
And that's like, guys, and and that's guys. But that's my whole thing that I basically wanted to cover in monogamy. If you want monogamy, you got to be worthy of it. Like you got to be worthy of it. And what I mean by worthy of it, anything that you expect, you better be able to deliver.
Kurt wants to know when is a reasonable dating / courting time, because a lot of people dating time is wasted. I feel like it depends on the person. I feel like you are entitled to decide how much time you're willing to wait on someone to get their self together and decide what they want to do. Me personally, I honestly, in my heart of all hearts, I feel like a lot of men know when they want to marry a woman at least by a year. That's just my personal opinion in the situation. You're not finna waste my time. If you don't want to be married, then say that. Be upfront, be honest, and be real about it. If marriage ain't for you, that's cool. And if marriage is for me, that's cool. We need to go our separate ways because God got my husband out there waiting on me and you in the way. That's not gonna work for me. No, that's just me.
And those are the things too. Like we need to stop pulling down our pants, and we need to start opening our mouths. Like communication is key. A lot of us, our hormones get in the way of basically our conversations that need to be had. Again, we when we court, and we need to do just that. Court with each other, communicate with each other, talk about it. Everything don't have to be romantic. Let's have some intellectual conversations. What do you see? How do you see yourself in the next 5 years? How do you see yourself in the next year? What are some of the things that you want to do? Do you see yourself getting married? Do you see yourself having kids? When do you see yourself getting married? When do you see yourself having kids? Conversate. Learn how to communicate. I don't want no woman that can't communicate. That's me. I can. If you can't have an intellectual conversation, I don't want you. That's unattractive to me. If you can't talk, if you can't communicate, then that's so unattractive to me. I can't stand a woman that can't communicate. That's just me. Ask me some questions that's gonna make me like think. I'm gonna ask you some questions that's gonna make you think. I'm gonna ask you some questions that's gonna make you sweat. Because if I feel as if you like, if I want to pursue you, I gotta make sure. Same thing. Like, come on, don't be no quiet woman. Like, don't.
Oh, you like your woman mouthy, Tim?
Nah, not like that. Nah, ask some questions. Like, see, that's a question I don't like. Unattractive. May not get none tonight just for that question.
Boy, hush. As easy as you is. Monogamy is part of it is being on the same page.
Yep.
Part of it is being on a major part of it is being on the same page.
And we may want, like, again, we may have different. And the thing about it is, being on the same page is not meaning that we don't have different goals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys can have different goals and stuff like that, but we're all on the same page.
But you're in you call it your end game?
My end game, the end game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I want, you know what I expect, and I know what you want, and I know what you expect.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as we know that, we're on the same page. But if we don't know that, then we're on all different pages. Today I went to a job to pick up some equipment, and I got all the way to the job. It was I think a 20-story building. And I walked in the building, and guess what? I didn't know what floor to go to pick up the fan. Mm. So I had to travel through all those floors just to get to the 14th floor to pick up the fan. I wasn't on the same page. It took me longer. The drive could have been shorter. The time could have spent shorter. But guess what? I didn't communicate. I walked into a building not knowing. Sometimes we walk into relationships not knowing what to expect. Guys, we got to do better. We got to do better. Mm-hmm. We got to learn how to communicate with each other, talk to each other, and learn what to expect from each other.
I agree.
Hey, I think we covered this.
Yeah.
Even though you chewed me out in the beginning, I thought I was going to have to close this.
I did not chew you out.
Hey, y'all.
I did not chew him out because so when we sit down here on our when we do our next podcast episode and we sit down here, you might not even try to bring up, well, the thing about monogamy is, and then sex, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna turn your mic off. I know how to turn the mics off.
I'm gonna tell you
turn
this.
Your mic straight off because
I'm gonna tell you this.
You've been tripping.
I'm gonna always talk about sex and monogamy when it comes to us. So you don't have to worry about that.
Let me order some earplugs off Amazon.
Because I'm attracted to you, girl. I want you. I want you in the worst way.
Anywho,
again, guys, and learn how to have fun with your spouses and love your spouse.
Sometimes you gotta punch them up too.
A lot of people,
which I didn't hear that here.
A lot of people get surprised with me and my wife because they think like because we go to church and we and
they think we stuffy and boring.
Like again, you can.
I've been fun my whole life. What they talking about me?
Yeah.
I've been fun my whole life.
She's trying to be nasty with me.
No, I'm not.
Let's get off this. Let's get off this podcast before you start talking about fun all your life.
I've been fun.
But guys, I really do appreciate you guys. We do appreciate you guys coming again for all our veterans that's on here, that's been on here. Happy Veterans Day, guys. Tell anybody that you know that's a veteran. You still got I think 3 more hours to 2 hours and a half to tell somebody that you know. Happy Veterans Day. Again, we love all our veterans on here. We love all you guys. We thank you for your support. What we want you to do, guys, is we want you to like this live. We want you to comment on this live, and we want you to share this live. We also want you to look throughout our pages throughout the week and see our social media platforms. Click on it, like, share, subscribe, do your thing. Again, this is your boy Tim,
and this is your girl Sharice,
and we are
the Edmonds.